అందరికీ నమస్కారములు. Today is another good day, 30th September 2023. We are going to have a webinar on HANUMAYANAM from our well-known person, Dr. Purushotham garu. I will introduce him to all of you after Vande Mataram and Prarthana. I will recite Vande Mataram. I request all of you mute your mics and also recite. Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Malaya Sitalam, Sasyamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Subrajosna Pulakitayamini, Pullakusumita Rumadhula Sobhini, Suhasini Sumadhura Bhashini, Sukadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram. Now I request Surya Prakash garu to chant Prarthana, please.
Yes, sir. सर्वेभ्यः नमस्कारः. एकनिमिषं ध्यानम्. त्रिवारं ओंकारम्. गणानां त्वा गणपतिं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपवस्रवसमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनस्पुन्नन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम्. ॐ श्री महागणाधिपतये नमः. ॐ प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती दीनामवित्र्यवतु. ॐ श्री महासरस्वत्यै नमः. ओम मातृदेवो भव, ओम पितृदेवो भव, ओम आचार्य देवो भव, ओम अतिथि देवो भव, ओम गुरुरेव गति गुरुमेव भजे गुरुनैव सहस्मि नमो गुरवे. न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो. ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे. श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतंगमय ओम शांति शांति शांतिः ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनामधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम शांति शांति शांतिः सर्वेभ्यः नमस्कारः ధన్యవాదः
ధన్యవాదములండి సూర్యప్రకాష్ గారు. Okay, now I'll introduce the speaker to all of you. He's well-known person to all of us. He is one of us in the advanced course of certificate course on Sanatana Dharma. They're all very senior people, so he's one of them. It is my privilege and a pleasure and privilege to introduce the speaker to you, Professor A. Purushotham Rao Garu. He is a retired professor from Kakatiya University, Warangal, Telangana. He is MSc Zoology in 1968, PhD in 1973 from Usmania University, Hyderabad. For the doctoral degree, he worked in CSIR research laboratories at RRL, now IICT, Karnataka, Hyderabad, from 68 to 72. 72 to 74, worked as a lecturer at Sardar Patel College, Secunderabad. Later joined as a lecturer in zoology in Osmania University and posted at PG Center Warangal, which subsequently got elevated to Kakatiya University in 1976. During 31 years of service there, worked as HOD, Dean, Faculty and Registrar of the University. Also established an independent postgraduate department of sericulture and continued for 16 years as its founder head till retirement in 2005. Research guidance. He guided 30 students towards PhD degree, published 85 research papers in various national, international journals, author and editor of more than 2 dozens of books at intermediate, degree and PG levels. He got the Best Teachers Award during Undivided Andhra Pradesh State in 2004. Postdoctoral research in abroad under Indo-Soviet exchange program in 78-79, worked as at Azerbaijan State University, Baku, USSR. He is on WHO fellowship 79 to 80, worked at Czechoslovakian Academy of Sciences, Prague, as a senior Fulbright fellow 86 to 87, worked at NIEHS Research Triangle Park, North Carolina, at University of California, Riverside, CA, USA. Participated in international conferences at Washington, DC, Poland and Hungary. Founder life member, Telangana Academy of Sciences and fellow Society of Toxicology, USA. After retirement in 2005, he shifted again to Hyderabad and he served as principal of Rupatunga Degree and PG College, Kachiguda, Hyderabad, 2000 6 to 10. Initial learning of Sanskrit through Acharya B. Narasimhachari at Surabharati 2007 to 10. Diksha course 1 and 2 at Sanskrit Academy OU Hyderabad 2016-17. Senior Diploma in Sanskrit and MA Sanskrit Academy OU Hyderabad. MA Sanskrit from Usmania University, Distant Education 1822. Participated in level 1 of CCSD in second batch, and now he completed level 2 of CCSD. Recently presented a script on Sanatana Dharma based on the talks given by Dr. Tangarala Visalakshi Garu. Presently serving as Secretary General, Federation of University Retired Teachers Association, Telangana State. So it is again, I'll say, it is my pleasure to have introduced the speaker to all of you. Now, I'll request him to take over and present his webinar on HANUMAYANAM. Purushotham Rao garu. Can you unmute yourself?
वक्रतुंड महाकाय कोटिसूर्य समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणे विद्यारंभं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः बुद्धिर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वम् आरोग्यता अजाड्यं वाक्पटुत्वं च हनुमत्स्मरान् भवेत्. Thank you very much, sir. I thank you all for the participation today. This is a brief preparation on the voyage of Lord Hanuma in Kishkinda Kanda, then later on Sundara Kanda of Ramayanam, and this is pertaining to all the experiences he has got right from flying over the sea, ocean to Sri Lanka, and in Sri Lanka, the encounters he has faced with various demons, particularly with starting with the Lankini and ending up with the burning of Sri Lanka, most of the part of Sri Lanka, and then finally meeting Mata Sita, and then coming back to Rama. So we may have the PPT, sir.
Do you know how to share it?
Yeah.
Okay. We can see your desktop.
Not projected. Or can I go for my what is on my laptop?
We can see your desktop. Now you can start the PPT. PPT is not visible.
PPT is not visible. I have my opening. I'll be opening my PPT, sir. I've got it. It is with me on desktop. Yeah. Our Itihasas, Puranas, Darshanas, and several other scriptures are gold mines of moral suggestions, guidelines to mankind to live harmoniously. These we find amply in different characters of our Itihasas and Mahakavyas. For example, in Mahabharata, Yudhishthira, Arjuna, Karna, Bhishma, Duryodhana, Kunti,
Sir, could you increase the size of this? Like,
okay.
bottom left hand right hand corner there is a cursor. You can
Is it okay, sir?
okay. Okay.
In Mahabharata, we find Yudhishthira, Arjuna, Karna, Bhishma, Duryodhana, Kunti, Draupadi, etc. Also, in Ramayana, we find Sri Rama, Lakshmana, Vishwamitra, Anjaneya, Vibhishana, Ravana, Sugriva, Sita, Ahalya, etc. All of them convey very important messages for our better living. For my presentation, I have chosen Sri Hanuman to narrate his encounters and success story, which gives an inspiration to all of us to face any challenges in the life. Sri Hanuman is well known as Buddhimatam Varishtam Vatatmajam Vanadiyadhanukyam Sri Ramadutam. While Sri Rama is the lead role in Ramayana, as the title of the Mahakavyam shows, Kaika and Sita are the characters responsible for the story of Ramayana. While Rama is the Nayaka or hero, Hanuman is the best example for Karya Diksha, Swami Bhakti and Samasphurti. Hanuman is the hero of Sundarakanda. As the Dashmaskanda is considered to be the Manipus of Bhagavatam, Sundarakanda is for Ramayanam. How it becomes Sundarakanda is so famous, is also clear from this famous shloka. Sundare Sundaro Ramaha, Sundare Sundari Katha, Sundare Sundari Sita, Sundare Sundaram Vanam, Sundare Sundaram Kavyam, Sundare Sundarah Kapihi, Sundare Sundaram Mantraha, Sundare Kimna Sundaram. Rama is Sundara and Sita is Sundari. One is Purusha and the other is Prakriti. When these two subjects join together harmoniously by Buddhi, here Hanuma is considered to be the Buddhi who brought together the two Shaktis. In nature also we find the combination of Hiranyagarbha or Ishvara into the Prakriti, which is Jadapadartha. Then it becomes enlightened, active with the Hiranyagarbha. And then we are also part of that nature with the Shakti inside. And we also have Buddhi. And here I consider that our Buddhi is like Hanuma, which is leading us. Also, it is necessary to have our existence and harmony and progress. I have chosen a few important situations which Hanuman has faced in Ramayana and how he has overcome by his wise and timely decisions. There are so many episodes in our scriptures. Now, particularly with regard to Sundarakanda, why only Sundarakanda named differently when in Ramayana there are about 7 kandas and every kanda is named after the time, the activities and the place where it is happening. For example, Balakanda we take. Balakanda is Rama, Lakshmana and their birth as well as their younger age activities, all that is included in Balakanda. And Ayodhya Kanda, whatever activities have taken place in Ayodhya, that is taken as Ayodhya Kanda. Aranya Kanda is like that. Then Kishkinda Kanda is also like that. Then we find Yuddha Kanda is also like that. Then Uttarakanda also, because at the end, later part of Ramayana. But only Sundarakanda is given the name as Sundara. It is because there are so many descriptions which are so beautiful. For example, the Lanka Nagaram, which is golden city, and that is said beautifully. And the Pushpaka Vimanam inside, and also Ashokavanam, and the Lord Rama, Sita, Hanuman, all these characters have been described so beautifully, poetically. So that is how it has got the name as Sundara Kanda. It is befitting. That is what we can see in the sloka also. Sundare Kimna Sundara. When everything is so sundar, why can't it be named as the Sundara Kanda? I have seen also in books, Dr. Pulel Sri Ramachandral, Padma Sri Pulel Sri Ramachandral, he believes that Sundarakanda name is particularly because of 3 aspects. What he says is the beauty of the poetic expressions and also uh, Adi Bhautika, Adhyatmika, he says. Adi Bhautika, he says, according to him, is Ravana and also Rakshasa behaviors there, and also Vibhishna's character, he describes as Adi Bhautika characters. In Adhyatmika particularly, it also shows the devotion of Lord Hanuma and also the love of Sita and love of Rama towards each other. These are taken as the Adhyatmika characters by Sri Ramachandra. Now going to the here, my point is there are so many episodes in our scriptures, various scriptures, Ithihasas, Puranas, which need to be presented in a convincing style, which will bring out the real human nature that's missing in the present times. Because most of the every character represents, every character gives us some morals which actually require to be generated among the youngsters for well-being and happy life, and also to eliminate any crisis in the society. After his very first meeting with Hanuman, Sri Rama tells Lakshmana as follows, praising his scholarship and knowledge. Nandudveda vinitasya na yajurveda dharinaha na samaveda vidushaha shakyam evam prabhushitam nunam vyakaranam krishnam anena bahudha shrutam bahuvyahvata anena na kinchit apashabditam. Now here you can see Sri Rama said Hanuman spoke on various issues, which shows that only a scholar in three Vedas and a thorough and also thorough in Vyakaranam can speak thus without a single wrong word. This is the impression what Rama has got immediately after meeting Hanuma for the first time. When the time has come to cross the ocean and search for Sita in Lanka, everyone, including Jambavanta and Angada, have expressed their inability to cross, while Hanuman was silently there at a distance thinking what to do. At that time, Jambavanta approached him and said, Balam Buddhista Tejascha Sattvam Haripungava Visistam Sarvabhuteshu Himatmanam Nabdhyase. Hey Kapivara, you have strength, ability, grace, courage, valor than anyone. You realize and get up to cross the ocean. These are the words of Jambavanta, which have triggered in Hanuman to take up the challenge. Then he told Angada and others as follows: Vanaran Vanarasreshtam idam vachanam abravit yatha Raghava nirmuktaha shara shasana vikramaha dachet tadvat davishyami lankam ravana palitam nahi drashtyami yadhitam lankam janakatmajam. अनेनैव हि वेगेन गमिष्यामि सुरालयं यदि वा त्रिदिवे सीतां न द्रक्ष्यामि कृतश्रमा बद्ध्वा राक्षसराजानाम् आनयिष्यामि रावणं सर्वदा कृतकार्यो मे एष्यामि सह सीतया. These are the words uttered by Hanuman after he got inspired to move to Lanka. As the arrow of Sri Rama at a jet speed, I will reach Ramana, rule Lanka. If I don't find Sita there, then I will go to heaven. If I don't find her, even in the three lokas also, then I will catch Ravana and bring him here. At any cost, I will return only with Sita. This shows how self-confidence had built up in Sri Hanuma with the words of Jambavanta. It's an inspirational word Jambavanta has given. While flying over the ocean, Hanuman has encountered many challenges, but he has succeeded with his presence of mind, courage, and his commitment to the task of Sri Rama. Hanuman has strongly hit the mountain, Mainaka, when he obstructed his flying. Later, when Mainaka requested to take rest by stopping his journey, Hanuman's reply was, Swarate karyakalo me ahasya anyat ativartate प्रतिज्ञा च मया दत्ता नस्तातव्याम अभिहंतरे. Time is running out. I have promised my friends, so cannot stop in between. It shows his strong will avoiding any temptations. Here, one important thing is he is not lured by Mainaka's request to stop, and he also is conscious of time because already it was 10 months that Sita is abducted by Ravana, and Rama is very much depressed. So he wanted to go as early as possible. That is how the time consciousness also we can see in Hanuma here. Next, Hanuman faced problem from Surasa and Simhika, the shadow demon. From both he escaped wisely. When he killed Simhika, there was all-round praise from Devagandharvas. Sadayartham abhipretam aristam pravatam para यस्य त्वेतानि चत्वारि वानरेन्द्र यथा तव दृष्टि धृति दृष्टिर मतिर्दृक्षा द्रक्ष्याम स्वकर्मसु नसीदति सतस्यै संभावितः उद्य प्रति दिस इज प्रति पुनः प्रयोजना प्रतिपन्न प्रयोजना. By killing this shadow demon, you have done a great job, O Hanuma. You have courage, foresight, presence of mind, and willpower. One who has these four qualities will never fail. Thus said Yakshagandharvas to Hanuma. Once we achieve something unusual, our confidence will boost up and become confident even to achieve incredible things. This is what has also happened in case of Hanuman. Shatanyaham yojananam premeyam subhaunyaapi kim punas sagar asyantam samakhyatam shatayojanam. When I can cross hundreds of yojanas, just 100, until he has crossed about eight yojanas to reach Lanka, but just 100 yojanas of this ocean to reach Lanka is not an issue. Thus he thought after crossing the ocean. This is the confidence he has built up after crossing and reaching Lanka. When he reached Lanka, Hanuman reduced his body to the size of a cat to hide himself from Rakshasas. He told Lankini that he just came to see the golden city, then he will go back. Here, to achieve the Ramakaryam, Hanuma has told the demon differently, in a very convincing manner which shows his presence of mind. Tadaham svena rupena rajanyam हर्षतां गतः लंकाम् अभिपश्यामि राघवस्यार्थं सिद्ध्यये. Though Hanuman convinced Lankini and entered into Lanka, he again started worrying as how to find out Sita when she is hidden at a lonely place. Then this is what he was feeling. Naminashyet katham karyam Ramasya viditatmanah एकामेकश्च पश्येयं रहिते जनकात्मजां केनोपायेन पश्येयं मैथिल्यं जनकात्मजां अदृष्टो राक्षसेन्द्रेण रावणेन दुरात्मना. This is how he was feeling. Then he decided somehow, I feel I will find out Sita by escaping from the sight of Ravana. It shows the determination of Hanuman at an alien place, that too surrounded by all demons. In search of Sita, Hanuman first visited Pushpaka Vimana. From there into the Anthapuram, where Ramana slept along with Mandodari and also several of his consorts. They were all in deep sleep, exposing semi-naked bodies. He has keenly observed them to locate Sita. When he came out, he realized that he has committed a sin by visiting such a place. But again, he consoled himself as नान्यत्र न अन्यत्र हि मया शक्या वैदेही परिमार्गितुं स्त्रियो हि स्त्रीषु दृश्यन्ते सदा संपरिमार्गणे. Where else can I search for Sita except among ladies? कामं दृष्टा मया सर्वा विश्वस्ता रावणस्त्रियाः नहि मे मनसः किञ्चित् वैकृत्यमुपपद्यते. Hanuman further consoled himself. Though I have observed all those ladies in that obscene condition, my mind is not shaken a bit. It shows what is Sthita Prajna, an unshaken mind we find in Hanuman. Here, we also should note that the very important message is given with these shlokas, that present youth particularly to be not shaken and trapped with the external distractions and not to deviate from their work at hand. That is what I feel from this shloka. Hanuman got disappointed when he could not find Sita at Ravana's place and even doubted that she must have been killed by Ravana. But immediately he made up his mind to move ahead in search of Sita at places which he did not visit. Anirveda Shriyo Moolam Anirveda Param Sukham Bhuyastatra Vichoshyami Nayatra Vichay Kutaha. Anirveda hi satatam sarvateshu pravartakaha karoti saphalam jantoha karma yat tat karoti sa. Tasmadanirvede itam yattam chesta चेष्टः उत्तमम् अदृष्टश्च विचेष्यामि देशान् रावणपालितान्. Here we find, without getting disappointed, Lord Hanuman has moved further and tried himself to find elsewhere places where he has not seen Sita. In spite of other places in Lanka, when Hanuma could not find Sita, for a moment he became mentally so weak that better to go for self-immolation instead of returning to Kishkinda empty-handed. But again, he thought death is not the solution. I can try again and may succeed only by living with hope. Thus, Hanuman re-determined to search all parts of Lanka till he finds Sita. This slokam shows his resolute mind. Vinashe bahavo desha jivan vadrani pashyati tasmat pranan dhareshyami dhruvo jivita sangamaha. यावत् सीतां पश्यामि रामपत्नीं यशस्विनीं तावद् एतां पुरीं लङ्कां विचिनोमि पुनः पुनः. This is his determined mind. I will search every corner of Lanka unless I find Sita, I will not return back to Kishkinda. That is what he has resolved here at this sloka. The message is very clear, particularly that death is not the solution for any problems. We have to determine, pull up, and then move ahead without getting nervous. This is a good message for everybody these days, youth particularly, that they should not get disappointed. And Hanuman gives a best example by himself. Before taking the next leg of searching, Hanuman prayed as follows: Namostu Ramaya Sarakshanaya Deve Tasya Janakatmajayi Namostu Rudrendra Yamanidebhyo Namostu Chandraka Marudganebhyaha. These are known as the Jaya Mantra in Ramayana, which were recited by Hanuman, which resulted in giving an idea to him to move towards Ashokavanam, where he found Sita. This is a very important slokam where we find he has prayed to Rama, Lakshmana, Sita. Then he also prayed to Rudrudu and Indra, Yama, Agni, and also Chandradu, as well as Marudganebhya. Everyone, he has all devatas, he has prayed. And that is how he has got up his mind to move ahead in search of Sita. This is a very good thing that we should get inspiration. Ultimately, our prayers, our prarthanas to God is only to give more strength when we are weak. And here Hanuman also did the same thing. In Ashokavanam, when he noticed Sita surrounded by a group of Rakshasa Kanyas, again he went into doubts. Particularly if he is noticed by them, he may be caught or may be killed also. If so, how Sri Rama knows about Sita? That's the doubt he has got. Next, he got another doubt: how and in which language to speak with Sita, and how to convince her to trust him that he is from Rama only. Here, he is looking at the mind of Sita at the captured by Ravana, because he was already mentally weak, and suppose he speaks in Sanskrit language, he was thinking Ramana is a very good scholar, Vedic scholar also. So if he speaks in Sanskrit, he thinks that Ravana has come in disguise. And if he speaks in the language of which is not so polished, again they may think that he is a Rakshasa who has come in disguise. So that is how he was in a very critical position to think how to approach Sita. Shravayishyami sarvani madhuram prabhavan giram shraddhasyami shraddhasyati yatha hiyam thatha sarvam samadhate. He decided ultimately to narrate the sweet story of Sri Rama in a very soft and polite manner so as to win heart and make her feel happy. So he started like that. Hanuman started speaking to Sita in a very low voice as follows: Ham Ramasya Sandeshat Devi Dutastava Agataha Vaidehi Kushali Ramaha Twamcha Kaushalam Abravit. So this is how when Hanuman started telling about Sri Rama, Sita initially doubted and afraid of anything like Ravana's gimmicks. But slowly, as he got convinced, she started narrating her past as how she spent happily with Sri Rama for 12 years after marriage in Ayodhya. Then how she got abducted by Ravana, etc. Following this, Hanuman spoke about his mission. Here, Hanuman's diplomacy must be understood as how he managed to convince Sita and gain her confidence. It's very important because it is a situation where Sita is, any stranger also she can doubt, and because the Rakshasas also can change their body shapes and disguise, they can behave. So it was a really critical position for Hanuman to convince Sita and also to listen to him. Yesha sarvasva bhutastu parishwange hanumataha maya kalamimam prapya dattastasya mahatmanaha. When Hanuman told that he has seen Sita after returning back to Kishkinda, when Hanuman has informed Rama that he has seen Sita and handed over her Chudamani to Sri Rama, then Rama deeply hugged Hanuman, and this Hanuman has felt as the highest reward in his life. So, this is how Hanuman has managed to visit Lanka and also to move around among the Rakshasas at a very dangerous place. Every corner he found Rakshasa and going into a very minute shape of the body and ultimately meeting Sita, great difficulty at Ashokavanam, and also getting all the information about safety of Rama and also convincing her that Rama is going to come and kill Ramana, and certainly that she will be back to Rama. And that is how Hanuman has succeeded in his mission going to Sri Lanka. Krutatam Hanumata Karyam Sumahadbhuvi Durlabham Manasa api Edadnyana Nashakyam Dharani Tade. What Hanuman has achieved is impossible to others and it is beyond imagination. So here my point of view is the way Hanuman has convinced Sita and succeeded is a very great achievement. And that is how it is taken Sundarakanda as a regular Parayana Grantha, as we find Bhagavad Gita. It is also taken by many people. Parayana is done because many critical situations we face in life, and Hanuman has shown all that what we experience practically, and he has also shown the success story by himself. So that is how Sundarakanda becomes a very big, very important volume. Now, I would like to also go further into some details of Sundarakanda, because Sundarakanda is considered to be a very holy scripture among all the kandas of Ramayana. And the first saga, for example, where crossing the ocean by Hanuman is described, will give us confidence to achieve even most difficult tasks. That is what we find in first saga. The second saga, Parayana, gives single-mindedness and concentration, as Lord Hanuma has reduced his body size to that of a cat and started searching for Sita at nook and corners of Lanka. Again, we can find the fifth sarga. The first 8 slokas description is about moon. So, and his birth from churning of the Milky Sea. By reciting these 8 slokas, we will get relief from ashtakleshas like poverty, indebtedness, loss of life partners, disgrace, long-term diseases, mental worries, etc., old age problems. So all this will be alleviated. This is what elders say. Then 8th Sarga Parayana is about Pushpaka Vimana description. By reciting these 8 slokas about Pushpaka Vimana, Ashtasiddhis will be obtained. That is Anima, Manima, Garima, Lahima, etc. By reciting the 10th and 11th sargas, we can have control over Indriyas. Here, Hanuman searches for Sita Devi among the semi-naked Rakshasa Kanyas in Ravana's Antapuram. So that is how in these 2 sargas we find the single-mindedness, willpower, and not deviating from his concentration of Hanuman. Also, we will find in 21st sarga the Trijata's dream. By reciting this sarga, people say all the tensions will be mitigated. Also, you can find 66th sarga. It is the best example of a husband and wife relationship, what we speak about in Sanatana Dharma, because here you can find Rama was recollecting his relationship with Sita, and after getting the Chudamani from Sita and given by Hanuman to Rama, this is what is described in 66 Sarga. So this is how we can find in Sundara Kanda. So many other slokas are also there, which are described as the best part for reciting and getting relief in the day-to-day life in our life. Now, I would like to also go into some analytical part of Sundara Kanda. We find several instances where Hanuman has undergone uh, a different thought process. His mind was not consistent. He was thinking something, happening something, and he wanted to overcome of the problem. But still, in the heart of heart, there is a hidden choice that he should succeed the Ramakarya and somehow to get Sita found there. That is how we can see there are three occasions where in Sundarakanda I find he has lost his confidence and he doubted that he cannot achieve that. The first one I find is at the time of discussion between Jambavanta, Angada, and other Vanaras as how to cross the ocean and who can do it. Because all the Vanaras were directed by Sugriva to go towards south side, this team, and they have gone to the ocean edge and they sat there and they were looking at how to cross it, who will cross it. And Hanuma was not involved in that. Hanuma went away a little bit distance and sat there. He was silent. He too doesn't know how to cross it. So until Jambavanta motivated him, he was doubting of his abilities to cross the ocean. That is the first instance where he was thinking that he is not able to cross it. The second one is before proceeded towards Ashokavana, he has almost lost hope of finding Sita. This is a situation where Hanuma was thinking that he should commit suicide because there is no point in going back without finding Sita. And if I go back without finding Sita, what face I will have to tell Sugriva, his king, and also by telling that everybody will be unhappy, and that's how he wanted to go for a sort of self-immolation. If he dies, who will inform that Sita is here? There is another doubt he has got. And ultimately, if nobody tells what will happen, all the people in Kishkinda, all the people in Ayodhya also will either die or commit suicide because there is no information of Sita. So this is a various aspects of the doubts have come into Hanuman's mind. And this is where he was finding that he is not able to find Sita and he cannot go back to Kishkinda. That is another point where I find his mind is a little bit weak. Then third aspect is after finding Sita, while he meets her, if the Asuras and Ravana Sena attack him and he will be killed, can he go back to Kishkinda? How can I see Sita? Sita is surrounded by all the Rakshas Kanyas day and night, and at every nook and corner of Lanka, he finds that Rakshas are watching. So how can he go and meet her? If he meets her at that time, if he is attacked by them, can he overcome? Can he escape? That was another weak aspect he was thinking. So this is how Hanuma had various occasions where he was doubting his capabilities, but at the same time, at various points, we find as the shlokas which show Namusta Ramaya Sarakshanaya Devi Tasmai Janakatmaja. So this is the shlokam which shows that he has totally surrendered to God, totally surrendered to Rama and Sita. And then ultimately he pulled up himself and found out Sita in Ashokavanam. And I also make a special mention of the 10th, 13th, 30th, and 51st sargas in Sundara Kanda to mention the thought process of Lord Hanuma. In 10th sarga, his excitement and funny behavior by mistaking Mandodari as Sita at Ravana Santarpuram. Here, it is shown in this sarga, 10th sarga. Hanuman thinks that he has found Sita because Mandodari is also a very beautiful lady and he was mistaking her as Sita and he was shouting, excited. He was touching his tail, kissing it, and jumping like a monkey, his basic character. So that is how we find Hanuman's behavior changed there. And another thing is in 13th Sarga, we find his depression and decision to commit suicide. to stay back in Lanka, which may lead to total chaos in Kishkinda and even Ayodhya. This is also something which is we cannot expect from Lord Hanuman, but it has happened, which normally common people will encounter. Same thing has happened in case of Hanuman also. So this is where I find the difference in Hanuman. And 30th Sarga also we find deep analytical mind of Hanuman as how to deal with Sita while introducing himself and how to encounter Rakshasas if they attack him. So this is another occasion where we find Hanuman seriously thinks about, plans about, and ultimately succeeds by meeting Sita and convincing her. There is another occasion in 51st Sarga you can find Hanuman fearlessly, very boldly, when he was brought by Indrajit by giving Brahmastra. With Brahmastra, he was tied up and taken to Ravana's darbar. At the time, Ravana was thinking, oh, he's a monkey. But when Hanuman has opened his mouth and told so many things, good words about Ravana to appreciate him, that he's a king and he must not behave like that. It's not good for him. And abducting a lady, wife of other person. And also he praises Rama in front of him. So many things he says. So much of discussion happens between Rama and Ravana. And then we find Hanuman's fearless and bold conversation with Ravana and how matured in his advice to Ravana to return Sita Mata back to Sri Rama. Tatrikala hitam vakyam dharmyamardham bandicha manvas naradevaya janaki prititiyatam. O Ravana, I advise you with good mind, humbly you submit, you return back Sita to Rama. That is good for you, good for Lanka, good for all Rakshasa. So that's how he advises. So this is what at a strange place, in presence of so many Rakshasas, and to the king Ravana directly, speaking so boldly, also is something which we should get inspiration from Hanuman. So this is how there are so many sargas, in 68 sargas of Sundara Kanda. I find almost every sloka is like a mantra, and every kanda is like a message that we can follow and also imbibe it in our lifetime. I thank you all for listening patiently. I particularly thanks Colonel Babu Garu for this opportunity. Jai Sri Ram.
Thanks anyone. ధన్యవాదములండి.
Thank you, sir.
Purushotham garu, thank you so much. I think
it's a very short preparation.
The Sundarakanda is complete.
Yes, sir. I welcome discussions, suggestions, because there are so many elderly learned people in our group, and this is only a preparation which I have just made it with my reading the scripture.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
In the chat box, I think there are no questions. Everyone in chat box.
They can also expand the topic.
Sorry?
They can also expand the topic. The subject can be discussed openly with the other scholars with their knowledge and observations. Because Sundarakanda is a well-known one to everybody.
We will request C.V. Rao Garu to ask any questions or
comments.
నమస్కారం అండి. హలో సార్, వినపడుతుందండి అన్నమాట?
వినపడుతుందండి, చెప్పండి.
నమస్కారం అండి. అది ఇందులో ఇంకొక ముఖ్యమైన పాయింట్ ఏంటంటే, అసలు మెయిన్గా వెళ్ళింది సీతా అన్వేషణ కోసం వెళ్ళారు ఆయన. కానీ దాంతో పాటుగా 2-3 కార్యక్రమాలు ఎక్స్ట్రా చేసి ఇచ్చాడు. అది ఏంటంటే వాళ్ళది వాళ్ళ ఎంత బలం ఉంది, వాళ్ళ బలం ఏంటి అది తెలుసుకొచ్చాడు. ఇంకోటి సభలోకి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు రాజదూతలా కూడా కార్యక్రమం చేసి వారికి ఒక వార్నింగ్ కూడా ఇచ్చాడు. అది కూడా హైలైట్ చేశాడు. అది కూడా హైలైట్ చేసి మీరు స్పీచ్
లంకా దహనం కూడా చేసి వచ్చాడు చాలా.
అదే ఏం చేస్తాడు కాబట్టి అవి అంటే మెయిన్ కానీ కాకుండా సబ్సిడరీ కార్యక్రమం కూడా చేస్తాడు. అది 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 మనం తెలుసుకుంది ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడికి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు ఒక అదే పని కాకుండా దాంతో సంబంధం ఉన్నటువంటి వేరే కార్యక్రమాలు కూడా చేసి రావచ్చు మనం కొంచెం అది అదొక ఒక మనకి దీంట్లో వచ్చినటువంటి మోరల్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
ఓకే, వెంకట్ గారు.
It is not, sir. Am I audible, sir?
You are
Yes.
audible.
Yes, sir. పురుషోత్తరం రావు గారు చెప్పింది అద్భుత. ఇంకా దీంట్లో ఏదో పేరుకి చెయ్యి ఎత్తాలి, ఆ బాగుందని చెప్పడానికి ఎత్తాను తప్ప నా ప్రజ్ఞా పాఠవాలు కేవలం ఈ హనుమంతుడు వైభవంలో ఏవో లోపాలు ఉన్నాయని చెప్పే అర్హత లేదు సార్. చాలా బాగా వివరించారు. I request him to continue this episode furthermore.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. Now I request Lalita garu.
సర్వేభ్యః నమస్కారః. పురుషోత్తరం రావు గురువు గారికి ధన్యవాదాలు సుందరకాండ గురించి వివరించినందుకు. ఇక్కడ I have two, it's not doubts, I want two clarifications from you, sir. One is in Manas, in Tulsidas Manas, this one Ramcharitamanas. It has been given to find Sita. He approached Vibhishana, isn't it? Vibhishana guided him that Sita is in Ashokavanam. From what you said was he tried to find it out, but he went to the Antapuram. All that is correct. But here, what is this? Little clarification, sir. Did really, first they say he became a Brahmin, appeared in front of Vibhishana, and he came to know about Ashoka, wherever Sita is there, and he went to Ashokavanam. That is one point.
Yeah.
What is the difference? I just want to know about it.
Actually, I did not go through Tulsidas Ramayana, madam, but I heard about this also, that he was advised by a strange person to go towards Ashokavanam, which he has not seen on the southern side of Lanka. But basically what I find in Ramayana, which I have read in 2-3 volumes, different ones, it is because of the Jayagosha with which he has recited all the avatars and remembered Lord Rama and Sita. He got instantly got an idea that he has not visited a part of the Lanka that is towards south side, and without his knowledge he was driven to that side, and just like that he entered and found ultimately. That's how I have seen it.
That's his intuition. Through intuition.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And the second point is, sir, as per Ramcharitamanas only, they say that he, at the entrance, Lankini questioned him, and he killed her. She had to die at his hand. That's what it was, her destiny, and that's what it has been told in Tulsidas Ramcharitamanas. Here you said that they had a conversation.
Yes.
Is that also something like that?
Lankini, he tried to convince her. When she stopped him, he said, I have just come to see Lanka, such a beautiful place, and he tried to convince her. But I think ultimately he killed her. In this also, we find that part of he killed Lankini in his fighting, and then he has proceeded.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that I just wanted to clarify. Yes. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Namaskar.
Next, Ratnam garu.
నమస్కారం మహోదయ. పురుషోత్తం గారికి నమస్కారం. చాలా చక్కగా వివరించారు. అయితే నాకు ఇది హనుమాయనం అనేటప్పటికీ హనుమంతుడు కూడా రామాయణం రాశాడు అనేది విన్నాను నేను. అదేదన్నా చెప్తున్నారేమో అనుకున్నా. ఈ సుందరకాండ వాల్మీకి రాశారా, లేకపోతే ఇంకా మధ్యలో ఏదన్నా నిక్షిప్తమా?
సర్గనండి, సుందరకాండ సర్గ గురించి మీరు అడుగుతున్నారా?
సుందరకాండ వాల్మీకి రాసిన సుందరకాండేనా ఇది, లేకపోతే సుందరకాండ అనేది వేరే వాళ్ళు కూడా రాసింది చెప్తున్నారా మామూలుగా పారాయణ? గ్రంథ
నాకు ఈ విషయంలో అవగాహన లేదండి, నేను దీనికి జవాబు చెప్పలేకపోతున్నా. కానీ ఇది రామాయణంలో పాట అనేది మాత్రం నేను తెలుసుకున్నాను, అంతవరకు మాత్రం నాకు తెలుసు.
మరి
Maharshi only
Hanuman-
wrote it, Ratnam garu. It is a part of Ramayana, Valmiki Ramayana. Sundarakanda is the best kanda.
Yes.
Sundarakanda has explained, of course, our today's speaker explained the greatness of Sundare Kimna Sundaram. This is not any portion added into it or nikshipta or prakshipta. It is original part of Valmiki Ramayana.
ఓకే. మరి హనుమంతుడు రాశాడు
Even that is,
రామాయణం.
yes, of course, that is there in Skanda Purana and in other Puranas. It is mentioned that Anjaneya Swami also wrote Ramayana, but because Brahmadeva gave Valmiki Maharshi the boon that Yavat Stasyanti Girayah Saritascha Mahitale Tavad Ramayana Katha Lokeshu Pracharishyati. Anjaneya Swami completely merged and threw all the stones on which he has written Ramayana into the ocean. He wrote Ramayana, the story of Sri Rama, Sita Ramas, on the stones, but that was not reached humankind. Only Valmiki Ramayana is authority for us. In fact, this Lankini also, according to Valmiki Ramayana, Hanuman did not kill Lankini. Ramacharita he might have changed a little. Tulasidas, Goswami Tulasidas. Lankini narrates herself to Anjaneya Swami that Brahmadeva, when she is the doorkeeper, in fact, she is the protector of Lanka Nagara. Brahmadeva says that when the Ramaduta comes here, then Ravana's end will occur. So till that time, you take care of this Lanka Nagara.
So
when Anjaneya Swami comes there, she naturally first protests, of course. Then Hanuman, he just hits only, thinking that she is doing her duty and she is a woman, she should not be killed. He only hits with the left hand, not even with right hand. So with that only she recognizes that because no other person has the capacity to hit her. So she recognizes Hanuman. And also she knows that now the end of Ravana's rule has come to Lanka Nagara. So she salutes to Hanuman, permits him and wishes good to him and says that, oh Hanuman, you please enter Lanka Nagara and find out Sita Mata. You will get all good. So then she disappears. She goes away, leaves Lanka Nagara and goes away.
This part is there. Yes.
ధన్యవాదాలు అమ్మా.
Actually, Hanumayanam, it's very nice name you have kept with. Sri Purushotham Rao Garu has narrated in, of course, explained excellently the gist and greatness of Sundarakanda on the name of Hanumayanam. Yana means Marga. So the journey of Hanuman. This is the very nice name kept for this portion. I thank him very much for giving such a beautiful, nice lecture today. Because it's very auspicious always to listen to Sri Ramachandra, Sita Mata, Anjaneya Swami and all. On this, of course, when Anjaneya Swami started his journey over ocean and reached Lanka, in between, he happened to face 3 hurdles. 3 atankas came. Actually, one was created by gods themselves because Anjaneya Swami is traveling in such a speed that if through that speed, if he reaches, they say there is a Muhurta, Jaya, Vijaya Muhurta. At that time, he should keep his feet on Lanka Nagara. So before that Muhurta comes, he may keep the feet. So they have created a little hindrance to waste a few moments. And then actually our Sanatana Dharma is Kruteshu Pratikartavyam Esha Dharma Sanatanaha. Actually, Samudra says this sentence to Mainaka Parvata. And at the time of asking him to give Atichya to Hanuman, because Hanuman is going on the work of Sri Ramachandra, who belongs to the dynasty of Sagara Chakravarti, who has brought Sagara into existence. So
Yes.
Sagara, he wanted to show his gratitude to Sri Anjaneya Swami, because he got respect and devotion towards the kings of people born in that Sagara Chakravarti and all others, Sri Ramachandra's dynasty. So this ocean, Samudra, asks Mainaka, who is taking shelter in him, to come up, and Mainaka is the son of Mount Himavan. So that is another story. So Mainaka, he asked Mainaka to give hospitality and then Atitya to Anjaneya Swami, because he has to travel such a long distance. So Mainaka Parvata comes up to give rest to Hanuman and to give Atitya to him, but mistaking that Anjaneya Swami, because he said he has to reach as Ravana, Rama Nirmuk, the arrow shooted Sri Rama, just as it reaches the aim, thus he should go to Lanka Nagara without stopping anywhere, either for taking rest or for anything. So he's with such a speed, when he is traveling, running, then he hits the mountain, Mainaka. A little part of it gets wounded. Even then, Mainaka appears in the physical form as a human being, as a divine person, and then requests. Then Hanuman touches the mountain and says, "You have given Atitya to me. I have accepted it. While returning, I will take," he says. So this is the first one. Then second one is, when Anjaneya Swami is crossing the ocean, then Nagamata Surasa, God's request to Surasa Mata, Nagamata Surasa Devi, to create a little hindrance to Anjaneya Swami. She appears there and she stops Hanuman and says that Brahmadeva has given me a boon that whoever crosses this ocean, they should enter my mouth. So that is the boon given to me. So I want to eat you, swallow you. Then Hanuman salutes her and says, I am going on the work of Rama. So while returning, I will become food to you. I will enter into your mouth. Then she says, no, you should enter my mouth. Then, because Anjaneya got Anima, Lakshma, Garima, these Ashta Siddhis, and his thinking capacity, we can see there his intelligence and wisdom and respect towards Brahmadeva and this Nagamata also. So he becomes very large, big, when he is increasing the shape, size of his body. Even this also increases her mouth. Then immediately he becomes, he takes the shape of just a sort of fly, very short, and he enters into her mouth, and through, after traveling there, he comes out and salutes and says, I have entered your mouth and I have come back. So now permit me. So she blesses Anjaneya Swami and leaves him. Then third hindrance is Simhika, the Chaya Grahi. This Chaya Grahi, actually Angada explains, Sugriva himself, he explains while narrating all the parts, he also spoke about this Chaya Grahi, that she is a Rakshasi who stays in the ocean, and she got the power to catch anybody, whoever are flying on the ocean. She got the power to pull the shadow, Chaya. So she pulls the Chaya, the shadow of Anjaneya Swami, and thus she used to pull the shadow and eat them. Now Anjaneya Swami knows that somebody are pulling him. Then he sees, visualizes this Chaya Grahi. Because she is a demon, he kills her. And after killing her, he starts his journey once again. So with devotion and with endurance and with his valor, with his wisdom and everything, he could overpower all the hindrances and reach Lanka Nagara at the proper time when he has to reach. Then this Lankini also, of course. And then after going there, though he searched everywhere, he could not find Sita Mata. then he mistakes, of course, our today's speaker, Purushotham Rao Garu explained very nicely in detail, of course. Then he could not, Anjaneya Swami could not find Sita Mata. Then when he happens to see the chastity and luster in the face of this Mandodari, he mistakes for a moment her to be Sita Mata. That is, it indicates the chastity and purity, the Pativratya of Mandodari. So immediately, of course, his buddhimatam varistaha. So he recognizes that how can Sita Mata, who is Pativrata, who can never be happy in the separation of Sri Ramachandra, can sleep so happily, decorating herself with all ornaments and all. Then he feels paschatapa for that. Then he prays Lord Sri Ramachandra, that Jai Mantra he says, he prays Sita Mata, he prays his father Vayudeva, then Indra, all other gods and all. Then when he became free from these sorts of a sort of ajnana which has overpowered him for a moment, when that Maya has gone out, is removed, then by the favor of Sita Mata, by the anugraha of Sri Ramachandra, a flash-like idea comes into his mind that he has not searched Ashokavana till that time. So then he goes to Ashokavana and there he could find Sita Mata. Then in Maithili language, Mithila Nagara, the local language spoken by Mithila Nagara people, he speaks because Sita Mata should consider him to be, she should believe that he is not the Maya of Ravanasura, but he is really the devotee of Sri Ramachandra and Ramaduta and all. So these are all, of course, somebody say there are so many spiritual ideas are there behind this. The Nachatmika way of explanations are also given by so many people have written very wonderful explanations on Sundarkanda especially. Hanuman is, at one place, Hanuman is explained as a Sadguru. Then Sri Ramachandra, of course, is Parabrahma. Sita Mata, at some place, he is explained as Maya. She herself is Maya Shakti, the invincible power of Brahman. And also Sita Mata is, at other places, explained as Brahma Vidya Swarupini. So through the, when we remember and think of with devotion Sita Mata, then only we can get the knowledge of Ramachandra.
Even Hanuman
Thus,
tells Ravana, madam.
Yes, so
Even
many.
Hanuman tells Ravana that you have brought Sita, who is not ordinary lady, she's an Agni. She has come to kill you, and it is
And
end of your
also Panchasyamiva Pannagam also. She is like a very big
like a
serpent
snake.
with 5 heads. So many ideas are there. But anyway,
Wonderful.
Anjaneya Swami, this Marga, the path you have explained very nicely, sir. So
Thank
on
you.
behalf of myself and also on behalf of our Veda Samskruti Samiti, I thank you very much for giving such a
Thank you,
wonderful and
madam. You are greatly learned scholar, madam. Your lectures have inspired me, and we are lucky to have you here today. Thank you for wonderful explanation and narration of the story again. Thank you, madam.
Okay. Now, anybody else? B.R.C. Murthy garu?
నమస్కారం అండి. ఇప్పుడు ఆంజనేయ స్వామికి అనిమాది సిద్ధులు ఎప్పుడు వచ్చాయి? ఎవరి బాల్యంలో వచ్చాయా? అలా ఎలా వచ్చాయి?
ఇది విశాలక్ష్మి మేడం గారే చెప్పారు సార్, నేను చెప్పలేని విషయం.
Surya Bhagavan gave, actually Surya Bhagavan was the guru to Anjaneya Swami. So Anjaneya Swami goes to Surya Bhagavan and requests him to teach him. Then Navavyakarana also he teaches Adhyatma Vidya, he teaches Brahma Jnana and everything. Then only Hanuman got all these powers. Surya Bhagavan says, I will be wandering from east to west, from morning to evening. Then how can I teach you any knowledge? Then Anjaneya Swami says, I will keep one of my feet, that is 1 foot I will keep on Udayadri, another foot I will keep on Astadri. I will stand, I will keep my head and ear towards you. How you move, I will move and listen. So this is a wonderful idea which is given in somewhere. So thus Surya Bhagavan gave jnana to Anjaneya Swami, and Anjaneya Swami studied through Maharshis also. He has studied, and then he did yoga sadhana. After getting teachings from Surya Bhagavan, Anjaneya Swami performed sincere tapas by which he got all these Ashta Siddhis. Anima, Garima, Lakhima, Mahima, Isatva, Vasatva, Prapti and Prakamya. All the powers he got. And also he got Brahma Jnana. He got divine insight. Because he himself is in incarnation of Parameswara. Yes. Lord Shiva, who wanted to serve Sri Ramachandra.
Okay. Anybody else want to ask any question?
Kannarji, Mahodaya, H.P. Rao Mahodaya also has come.
Yeah. H.P. Rao garu, you like to say anything?
No, sir.
Okay. VS Lakshmi garu.
Namaste to everyone. I just wanted to mention one point, that the Suvarchala temple, Hanuman with his wife, stands in Khammam district in AP. I just wanted to mention that. Thank you.
Which place, madam? Can I know about it?
Yeah, the Suvarchala Hanuman temple stands in Khammam district, Khammam region.
Any particular place you remember, madam? In Khammam?
Yeah, Khammam. I've posted the Google picture in our group. Okay. It's in AP. So as APs, we should know.
No, I know about Khammam personally. That's why I'm asking. Exact place I just wanted.
The details I've already shared in the group.
Thank
you. Shall I say?
There's also one in Bapatla.
One minute, Ratnanga. Shall I say one word regarding the Suvarchala Anjaneya Swami? Actually, Suvarchala, Varchas, the wives of gods means their powers to whomever they may be, either Shiva, Parameswara, or Vishnumurti, or Ganapati, or anybody. Their wives means their powers. And when devotees worship the gods, whatever fruits they get, they are considered to be the children of those gods. So here Suvarchala is actually the invincible power, the great luster, the luster of knowledge and power which exists in Hanuman itself is considered as Suvarchala. Su means good, Varchala, Varchas, Kanti. And also they say there is a story in Puranas that Hanuman wanted to have a particular Vidya for which he should get married. Unless he is married, he cannot be given that particular Vidya. So Surya Bhagavan's daughter is Suvarchala. So Surya Bhagavan offers his daughter Suvarchala's hand to Hanuman in marriage, and after performing their marriage, that wonderful Vidya is advised, that was given to Anjaneya Swami.
Okay.
One small doubt, but Anjaneya Hanumanji is a brahmachari, no?
Yes, he is brahmachari. He is a brahmachari. In fact, in our Sanatana Dharma, even all gruhasthas can become brahmacharis if they lead their family life as per Shastra. And in fact, Anjaneya Swami never married anybody. Of course, this Suvarchala Anjaneya Swami Kalyanam is only for him for the sake of getting that particular Vidya by Surya Bhagavan. But he is a brahmachari. There is no doubt at all.
Yeah, dhanyawadalam.
Okay.
And also Chiranjeevi, isn't it, madam? Also Chiranjeevi.
Yes, he is Chiranjeevi, correct.
Okay. Anybody else want to say anything? V.R. Murthy garu?
ఒకటి హనుమంతుడు చాలా బుద్ధిమంతుడు, సరే చూసి వస్తే కాచు వచ్చాడు, బానే ఉంది. అయితే రెండు విషయాలు. ఆయన కాల్చినప్పుడు సరే ఆయనకి లంకనే నాశనం చేశాడు. దాంతో మరి సీత కూడా కాలిపోయిందేమో అని ఒక భయం అయితే వేసింది. అంటే మామూలుగా మనం ఎలా అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి అనేది ఒకటి. రెండోది ఆయన వెళ్ళి యుద్ధం కోసం దిగబడి వాళ్ళతో యుద్ధం చేసి వాళ్ళ పరాక్రమం చూద్దాం అనుకున్నారు. ఆ యుద్ధంలో రావణుడితో చెట్టు మీద ఉన్నప్పుడు కూడా నేను చంపేస్తాను, నేను రావణుడితో యుద్ధం చేద్దాము అని కోపం వచ్చినప్పుడు కూడా ఒకసారి ఓడిపోతానేమో గెలుస్తానో తెలియదు ఎందుకులే అని యుద్ధం చేయడు ఆయన. కానీ తర్వాత ఆయన ఆ అభిప్రాయం మార్చుకుని అందరితో యుద్ధం చేసేవారికి యుద్ధం దాకా వెళ్ళిపోతాడు, కావాలని ఓడిపోతాడు. ఇది ఆయన ఒకసారి ఆయన ఏమైనా అవుతుందేమో అని భయపడిన వాడు రేపు ప్రాణం పోతే అసలు పర్పస్ సెలవకుండా పోతుంది కదా. అంటే ఆయనకేం కాదు, కానీ ఆయన ఒకళ్ళు బంధింపబడినా కూడా ఆ పని కాదు ఒకటి. రెండోది లంకని తగలబెట్టినప్పుడు సీతాదేవి కూడా చనిపోయింది. అప్పుడు కూడా మొత్తం వ్యర్థం అవుతుంది. భయపడ్డాడు. ఎలా అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి రెండింటిని? ఆయనకి అసలు ఒకళ్ళు చెప్తే గానీ ఆయనకు తెలియదు బలం. కానీ ఆయన ఒకసారి వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత ఇంకా ఆయన 2 సాహస కృత్యాలు చేశారు. ఇది ఎలా అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి?
ఇది ఎలా అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి అని అంటే, ఆంజనేయ స్వామికి అంటే ఆయనది ఆ శక్తి ఆయనకు తెలియదు అంటే అది యాక్చువల్లీ మహాత్ములందరూ కూడా అదే ఆంజనేయ స్వామిది మీకు తెలుసు కదా, చిన్న పసిపిల్లాడప్పుడు సూర్యబింబాన్ని పండనికి వెళ్ళి తినబోతే ఇంద్రుడి వజ్రాయుధం తగలడం వల్ల అందుకే హనుమ అనే పేరు వచ్చింది కదా, దవడకి తగలడం వల్ల. అప్పుడు దేవతలందరూ వరాలు ఇస్తే విపరీతమైన శక్తిమంతుడు అయిపోయాడు, కానీ పసిపిల్లవాడిగా ఉన్నాడు కదా. కనుక తన శక్తిని, తనకి పట్టనంత శక్తి దేవతలందరూ ఇచ్చేటప్పటికీ ఆయన శక్తిని చూపిస్తూ మహర్షుల్ని ఆట పట్టిస్తూ తపస్సుకి భంగం కలిగిస్తూ ఉంటే, మహర్షులు నీకు అవసరమైనప్పుడు నీ శక్తులని ఎవరైనా నీవు ఇంత శక్తిమంతుడివి అని చెప్తే నీ ప్రతిభ నీకు గుర్తొస్తుంది, అంతదాకా నువ్వు విస్మరిస్తావు అని అంటారు. కనుక ఇంకప్పటి నుంచి నార్మల్ పిల్లవాళ్ళ అతడు గడిపాడు. సో ఎప్పుడైతే అవసరం కలిగిందో అప్పుడు జాంబవంతాదులందరూ కూడా ప్రశంసించగానే ఆయనకి తనలో అంతర్గతంగా నిబిడి ఉన్నటువంటి ఆ శక్తి విజృంభించి పైకొచ్చింది. ఇంకప్పటి నుంచి త్రూ అవుట్ ఇంకా ఆయనలో ఆ శక్తి జాగృతమయ్యే ఉంది. తను అద్భుతమైన లీలలు ఎన్నో ప్రదర్శించాడు, అలౌకికమైన శక్తులు. సరే, ఇక్కడ ఎందుకు అగ్నిని బట్టలు చుట్టారు, నూనెవి తోకకి నిప్పండిచ్చారు? అసలు ఆ తోకకి నిప్పండించడం అనేది వాళ్ళు చేసిన తప్పు. వాళ్ళు చేసిన దాంతో లంకా నగరంలోని వాళ్ళందరూ దుష్టులు, అందరూ దుర్మార్గులే, రావణాసురుణ్ణి సపోర్ట్ చేస్తున్నారు, ఒక్క విభీషణుడు తప్ప. కనుక ధర్మాత్ముడైన విభీషణుడికి ఏమీ కాకుండా అతడి బిల్డింగ్ కి, భవనానికి, మిగతా వాళ్ళందరికీ తన శక్తి చూపించాలి. తన శక్తి అంటే తను కాదు, రామచంద్రుడి దూత యొక్క, రామచంద్రుడి సైన్యం యొక్క. ఒక సాధారణ సైనికుడికే ఇంత శక్తి ఉంటే మిగతా వాళ్ళందరూ ఎంత శక్తిమంతులో అని రావణుడు మానసికంగా భయపడాలి అనే భావన. రామచంద్రుడి తన ప్రభు యొక్క శక్తిని ప్రకటించడానికి దుర్మార్గులైన ఈ ఐడియా వీళ్ళు ఇప్పటికైనా మాంతారేమో, రావణాసురుడు శరణు కోరుతాడేమో, సీతమ్మను అప్పగించి మంచి బుద్ధి కలుగుతుందేమో భయపడి అనే భావంతోనూ ఆ లంకనంతా కూడా కాల్చాడు. రెండవ రీజను, ఒక దూతగా వచ్చాడు. దూతగా వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు ఎప్పుడు కూడా ఏదో ఈ పని చెయ్యి అంటే ఆ ఒక్క పని చేసి వెనక్కి రావాలి అని లేదు. బుద్ధిమంతులైన శ్రేష్ఠులైన వార్తాహరులు ఎప్పుడూ కూడా రాజుకి, ప్రభువుకి ఉపకరించే 10 పనులు చక్కబెట్టుకొస్తారు ఒక్క పనికి వెళ్ళిన. అలాగే ఆంజనేయ స్వామి కూడా సీతామాతని దర్శించడమే లక్ష్యము, ఆయనకి పరమ ప్రయోజనం అయినా ఖచ్చితంగా రామరావణ యుద్ధం జరుగుతుంది కనుక రావణాసురుడికి ఎంత బలం, శక్తి ఉంది, ఎలాంటి వాడు, రావణాసురుడి లంకా నగరం ఎలాంటిది, దాని రహస్యాలు ఏమిటి, ఎటువైపు నుంచి ఎలా ఆక్రమించగలం, ఆయనకున్న సైన్యం యొక్క శక్తి ఎంత, అదంతా చూడాలి అంటే లంకా నగరం మొత్తం తిరగాలి కదా. ఈ దహించే నెపంతో అంతా తిరిగి చూశాడు. అందుకే చూసిరమ్మంటే కాల్చి వచ్చావని అంటారు, అది వేరే. అయితే సీతామాత పరమ పతివ్రత, ఆవిడ జగన్మాత, ఆవిడకి ఏమీ అవదని ఈయనకి తెలుసు. ఎందుకంటే తన తండ్రి శ్రీరామచంద్రుడు, తన తల్లి సీతామాత అయినా కూడా ఆ క్షణంలో అతను, తర్వాత ఆయనకే తెలుసు తనకి తోకకి నిప్పండిచ్చిన ఆ వేడి తనని దహించట్లేదు అంటే సీతామాత యొక్క పాతివ్రత్య మహిమ ఒకటి, తన తండ్రి వాయుదేవుడు అగ్నిదేవుడికి స్నేహితుడు కనుక స్నేహముతో ఆ అగ్నిదేవుడు కూడా వేడిమిని ఇవ్వట్లేదు అని ఆయనకి 2 కారణాలు తెలుసు. అయినా కూడా మామూలు మానవ భావనతో సీతమ్మకి అశోకవనానికి ఏమైనా అయిందా, అశోకవనానికి ఏమీ అవదు, విభీషణుడి భవనానికి ఏమీ అవదు, ఈ రెండింటికి తప్ప అని అతనికి తెలుసు. ఆ సంకల్పంలో అలాంటి సంకల్పంతోనే అగ్నిని పెట్టాడు లంకానగరంలో. సో అయినా కూడా సీతామాతను దర్శిస్తే అప్పుడు సీతామాత యాక్చువల్లీ ఎప్పుడైతే లంకా దహనం జరుగుతోంది ఆంజనేయ స్వామి వల్ల అని ఈ రాక్షస స్త్రీల వల్ల తెలిసిందో అగ్నిని ప్రార్థిస్తుంది. ఆంజనేయ స్వామిని చల్లగా నీవు చందనంలాగా ఆయనకి ఉండు తప్ప వేడిమినివ్వకు అని. ఆమె వాక్ మహిమ, ఆవిడ పతివ్రత కనుక. సో అలా అందుకని చూసిరమ్మంటే కాల్చి వచ్చాడని సామెత వచ్చేలాగా చేశారు ఆయన.
Okay. There are no other questions. Let us thank the speaker, Purushotham Rao garu, for presenting us such a very pious and informative, enlightening
It's loved by
Sundarakandam.
everyone.
And
Sundarakand
then
is clear to everybody.
and also let us thank Vishalashi garu for giving a lot of insight into the same subject. Thank you very much, madam, for your time. And also all the participants who have interacted with the speakers, and also for attending this course on behalf of Veda Samskruti Samiti and myself, and also on behalf of all of you, I thank Purushotham Rao garu.
Thank you, sir.
Let us have some more lectures from him. Now
Well, sir.
we will go for prarthana. Any volunteers who want to chant prarthana, just unmute and say, or raise your hand, whatever.
Shall I chant, sir?
Sorry?
Shall I chant?
BRC Murthy గారా?
నేను కూడా రెడీ. ఇంకొకళ్ళు ఎవరో చెప్పారు, ఇద్దరు.
ఇంకెవరండి?
నేనే అడిగాను, నేను చేయాలని అడిగాను.
మీరా? ఓకే, మీరే చెప్పండి.
సర్వే భవంతు సుఖినః, సర్వే సంతు నిరామయ, సర్వే భద్రాణి పశ్యంతు, మా కశ్చిత్ దుఃఖభాగ్ భవేత్. ఓం असतोमा सद्गमय, तमसोमा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते, पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति.
ఓకే, సో ప్రకాష్, సూర్యప్రకాష్ గారు, are you there?
I am there, sir. I am there, sir.
Okay, you do full prarthana, Suryaprakash.
Yes, sir. సార్ ఇక్కడ సార్ ఇంకొకటి కూడా సార్, ఒక చిన్న విషయం సార్. ఇక్కడ ఇవన్నిటితో పాటు స్వామిని భవిష్యత్ బ్రహ్మ అని కూడా నిర్వచించారు సార్. అది కూడా మీరు నెక్స్ట్ దానిలో మీరు యాడ్ చేసుకుంటే బాగుంటుంది సార్. మీకు చెప్పగలిగేంత వాడిని కాదు, కానీ జస్ట్ ఒక సజెషన్ అంతే సార్. స్వస్తి ప్రజాభ్య పరిపాలయంతాం న్యాయేన మార్గేణ మహీమహేషాః గోబ్రాహ్మణేభ్యః శుభమస్తు నిత్యం. లోకా సమస్తాః సుఖినో భవంతు. కాలే వర్షతు పర్జన్యః పృథివీ సస్యశాలినీ. దేశోऽयं క్షోభరహితః. బ్రాహ్మణాः సంతు నిర్భయాः. అపుత్రాः పుత్రిణः సంతు. పుత్రిణः సంతు పౌత్రిణः. అదనాः సదనాः సంతు. జీవంతు శరదాం శతం. సత్యం వద ధర్మం చర. స్వాధ్యాయాన్ మా ప్రమదః. సర్వే భవంతు సుఖినః. సర్వే సంతు నిరామయాః. సర్వే భద్రాణి పశ్యంతు. మా కశ్చిత్ దుఃఖభాగ్ భవేత్. ఓం శాంతి శాంతి శాంతి. పూర్ణమదః పూర్ణమిదం పూర్ణాత్ పూర్ణముదచ్యతే. పూర్ణస్య పూర్ణమాదాయ పూర్ణమేవావశిష్యతే. ఓం शांति शांति शांति। सर्वे जना सुखिनो भवन्तु। स्वस्ति। धन्यवादः। प्रणामः।
ధన్యవాదः సూర్యప్రకాష్ గారు.
ధన్యవాదాలు సార్.
Now
నమస్తే.
we will recite Janaganamana. Any volunteers for Janaganamana?
పాడమంటారా?
Okay.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा। हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे। गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे। जय हिंद।
జై హింద్. ధన్యవాదములండి
ధన్యవాదాలండి.
రామచంద్రమూర్తి గారు.
ధన్యవాదములు.